Every phone has a history. But this one? Its last owner never lived long enough to delete the final message. And at exactly 3 a.m., it calls from the dead. A dimly lit dorm room. Rain hits the window. Ethan Morales, 21, sits at his desk, turning a secondhand smartphone in his hands. On the back, faint scratches form what looks like numbers. 3 a.m., daytime, Urban Street, USA. Ethan browses a flea market table stacked with random electronics. A thin, pale vendor in a hoodie slides the black phone toward him. No charger, no warranty, 50 bucks, cash only. Ethan hesitates, noticing the phone's screen is still faintly smudged, as if recently touched. He buys it anyway. That night in his dorm, Ethan powers it on. The screen lights up with a distorted ringtone, a sound he's never heard before, like static mixed with distant screaming. A contact list appears. Only one entry. Unknown. No number, just the name. Scene 3, 3 a.m. Ethan falls asleep on his desk. At exactly 3 a.m., the phone vibrates violently, sliding across the desk by itself. The unknown contact is calling. Ethan, half asleep, answers. A woman's voice whispering, "Please, don't let him find me." Then, heavy breathing. Then, a scream. And silence. Morning. Ethan searches the number online, but the phone has no SIM card, no call logs, nothing. He asks his roommate about the noise last night. The roommate frowns. Roommate. You didn't pick up the phone. You were talking to the wall. Ethan freezes. Late afternoon. Ethan walks into the small campus police office, holding the phone. The desk sergeant, an older man with tired eyes, examines it. Desk sergeant. Son. This thing was logged as evidence 3 years ago. A missing girl had it. Case still open. Ethan's chest tightens. When he asks for details, the officer just shakes his head. Desk sergeant. You don't want to be involved in this. Scene 6. The file. Ethan sneaks a quick photo of the officer's desk file before leaving. It shows a smiling Ashley Grant, age 19, last seen March 12, 2022. Under last phone call, 3 a.m., Ethan sets up his laptop to record the phone overnight. At 3 a.m., the call comes again. This time, it's video. The shaky feed shows Ashley, hiding in what looks like an abandoned house, crying. Suddenly, behind her, a tall shadow moves into frame. Ashley screams. The video cuts out. Ethan freezes the video, spotting a peeling wall with faded letters. Keller Avenue. A quick search finds a condemned house on Keller Avenue, just 2 miles away. Against his better judgment, Ethan grabs a flashlight and heads there. Inside, the air smells like mold and metal. His phone pings. A text from unknown. Don't look upstairs. Ethan steps over broken floorboards, his flashlight trembling in his hand. The wallpaper is rotting, and every step makes the old wood groan. From somewhere above, a slow, dragging sound echoes. In the living room, Ethan finds an old tripod with a phone mount. Next to it, a dusty couch and a pile of clothes. Women's clothes. On the wall, dozens of Polaroid photos, all showing Ashley in the same room, but in different states of fear. Scene 12. The basement door. A door in the corner is locked with rusted chains. Ethan hears faint breathing from the other side. He tries to back away, but the phone in his pocket vibrates violently. On screen, Ashley's face appears, whispering, "It's behind you." Ignoring the text warning, Ethan climbs the stairs. The hallway stretches impossibly long, much longer than the outside of the house could allow. Doors on either side creak open by themselves. From the far end, heavy footsteps start running toward him. The last door bursts open. Inside, red light floods the space. Ashley is there, tied to a chair, crying. She looks up at Ethan and screams, "It's not real! It's not me!" Behind her, the shadow figure forms into a faceless man. The shadow looms taller, its featureless face tilting toward Ethan. The air feels thick, as if breathing underwater. Ethan's phone slips from his hand. It lands screen up, still showing Ashley's terrified face. Ashley mouths the words, "Run." Ethan grabs Ashley's chair, trying to untie her, but the ropes are wet and cold, like they've been soaked in ice water. From the hallway, multiple footsteps start pounding in rhythm, as if more than one person, or thing, is approaching. On the far wall, Ethan notices a cracked mirror. In the reflection, Ashley is gone, replaced by a decaying corpse tied to the chair. The faceless man stands closer now. Right behind him in the reflection, the phone buzzes on the floor. New text. Only one of us leaves. Ashley's voice, or something imitating it, laughs in the background. Ethan blinks, and Ashley, the ropes, the chair, all gone. The red light fades to pitch black. Then, cold fingers wrap around his neck. Ethan is yanked backward. Duh! The faceless man pushes him into the void. Ethan wakes up, back at the flea market. The vendor in the hoodie smiles, sliding the same black phone toward him. Vendor. $50, cash only. The screen goes black. Then, at exactly 3 a.m., the phone on the desk vibrates violently. Cut to static. If you love horror stories that feel real, where every scene could be a news headline, you're in the right place. On Fear Diaries, every case we tell is crafted to pull you into the nightmare, mixing cinematic visuals with chilling found evidence. New scares every week. Subscribe now and step into the dark with us before the dark steps into you. Overcast afternoon in a small Texas town. Maya Torres, 28, steps into a dusty pawn shop looking for a cheap backup phone. The owner, an old man with cloudy eyes, pulls a black smartphone from a drawer. Owner, $50, cash only, works, mostly. The back of the phone has faint scratches. 0303. That night in her motel room, the phone lights up at exactly 0303 a.m. Missed call, room 303. No number, just the name. Maya ignores it. Next morning, Maya checks the phone gallery. There's a short video she didn't take. It shows a hospital hallway, flickering lights, and a sign that reads, Room 303. At a diner, she asked a local waitress about Room 303. The waitress freezes, then whispers, "That's the old Mercy Hill Hospital. Been gone for 10 years. At exactly 3:03 a.m. Again, the phone rings. This time, Maya answers. A man's voice. "Don't let them discharge you." Then, hospital monitor beeping. While driving past the empty hospital lot, Maya sees a single red hospital door standing upright in the weeds. It has 303 on a plaque. She steps through the door and finds herself inside a fully lit working hospital corridor. No one reacts to her sudden appearance. In room 303, an old man lies in bed, hooked to machines. He grabs Maya's wrist with surprising strength. "If you leave, they'll take your place." When she steps back into the hallway, the lights flicker and the hospital looks abandoned. Peeling paint, gurneys overturned. A tall nurse with a featureless face appears at the end of the hall, holding an IV stand. It starts walking toward her without a sound. Maya runs for the red door, but it's gone. The hallway now stretches endlessly in both directions. Her phone rings. Caller ID shows Maya Torres. She answers and hears herself screaming on the other end. The faceless nurse is suddenly right behind her, pushing her into room 303. Inside, the old man is gone. The bed is empty, except for a phone identical to hers. She feels a sharp prick in her arm. An IV line connects to her without anyone touching her. Her vision starts to blur. On the bedside table, she sees paperwork with her name. Patient Maya Torres. Status: deceased. Time 3:03. The lights shut off. The only sound, a phone vibrating. The pawn shop counter. The old man behind the counter slides Maya's phone to a teenage boy. Owner. $50, cash only. The screen fades to black, but the last image is a phone notification. Missed call. Room 303 at 3:03 a.m. A faint reflection of a faceless nurse appears on the screen. If you enjoy these stories, then make sure to subscribe this channel for more stories like this.